of you. See, some of y'all are stuck up. That's why you ain't ever gonna get blessed. But this is what I want you to do. Whatever it is you needed God to do for you, I want you to shout that God does it for the person in front of you. I don't know you. I don't know what you've been going through, but I got enough faith to know that if God bless me, he'll bless you at the same. The Bible says he empathized. Because I'm in pain, I can't judge you. That's why you got to be careful who you share your wounds with. Yes, because folk who ain't never been hurt will be judgmental and look you up and down. That's why I don't want to be with folk who are perfect. I want to be with folk who are perfecting. Yes, see, that's why some of my closest friends ain't from the church. They from the street. Because church folk, watch this, if you mess up once, Negroes will leave you. But if you get some folk who are some ride or die, God help me, who said, you know what, I'm rolling with you, dog. If you mess up, I'm going to stick with you until you get yourself together. Says, I'm looking for you to help while you're hurt. I'm in verses 15 and 16. I'm coming around the mountain. They says, here it is. The day has ended. Send them away. Yeah. The third way you're going to get it in the next 45 minutes, hear this, is you got to demand with a deficit. God says, I don't want you to call for me until it looks like it's too late. If you got a whole lot of time to play with, this night ain't for you. But I'm looking for the folk, watch this, who it looks like it's getting dark. My situation is so dark, I can't even see how I'm going to get out of it. He said, secondarily, I want to get blessed folk who it looks like it's getting late. There's some stuff you should have had by now, and you almost convince yourself it ain't ever going to happen. You ain't ever think at 46 you'd be living like this. You never thought at 52 you'd be struggling still like this. But God said, I wanted to see when it looked like time was running out. If you'll remember, I'm in charge of daylight savings time. That even when it looks like the clock is running ahead, I'll run time backwards. Can I tell somebody this? God is getting ready to give you the big payback for all the stuff you done gone through this year. God said the rest of the year I got to make up for what you've been through. Hit us. I'm in verse 17. Be seated. I'm in verse 17. Jesus, after you give a demand with a deficit, then Jesus gives a demand. Don't go nowhere. I ain't letting nobody run me out my church. You ain't gonna run me out my position. I ain't scared of you. I'm not intimidated by you. I'm not threatened by you. Please don't get it twisted. God help me. I don't care that you got a badge, a title, or position. Don't let me remind you I ain't always been saved. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay. He said, don't go. Don't go anywhere. I'm like a tree that's been planted. God, I feel my help pushing me now. Your supervisor don't like you, but they can't fire you. The whole company been downsized, but they can't do nothing about your department. God help me, you at the supermarket crossing your fingers that the debit card goes through and it says paid in full. Some of you don't even know how your car hasn't been repossessed. You don't know how you ain't been evicted. You don't know how your phone is still